My name is Ahmad. I am from Republic of Syria. I was engineering, networking engineering, but I traveled from Syria because all my home is get damaged. I am from Dir ez-Zor in city. It's named Bukamal. There is Daesh is terrorism people come to take all this city. All my city is run away from this terrorism group.
Will, Englishman, came here with the core group of the kitchen, and I've been here now for 2 months. I've been living in Amsterdam and then decided to come here and see what the situation was and get some experience on the ground.
I'm Zoe. I am from England and I've been down here in Idemeni for 3 months working with different projects. I study international development, and so this is very related to what I study and kind of understand the situation on the ground more than just through textbooks.
My name is Fadi. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Syria, Aleppo. I came to Greece here because I escaped from the war. Syria is a nice place, a nice country. I like it. So I hope that war will finish and I go back. In Syria, I have my own car, my own house, and now it's destroyed. My car is fired from bombing our house 3 times. A lot of my relatives, they died from the bombing. It's very difficult here also. People from Greece are friendly, are very kind. The volunteers are very kind. They came from another countries to help us, to hear us, to take our voice to outside.
I'm Dimitra, and I've been an activist here with Kopolis since August. Kopolis is a social, autonomous social place. It starts from the ecological movement of Thessaloniki, and it's established since 3 years ago because they had some ecological feelings and want to express with people, and but it's not only this. Kopolis has a political side for human rights.
My name is Mohamed. I came from Iraq. I'm 21. This is our life. We didn't choose to run away. If I can go back to my city, which is called Fallujah, I will go. Even if it was war, even if it was ISIS. This is Europe. If you want to go in our country and judge if we are bad or
Je suis venue à Grèce depuis d'un mois. J'étais là pour aider comme volontaire individuel. Et j'étais là pour participer dans un projet de cuisine, cuisine sociale pour les réfugiés, pour donner, pour manger à différents camps qu'il y avait là. Et aussi, j'ai travaillé, j'ai collaboré avec des gens qui habitaient là à Rios, des voisins et des autres volontaires. Et on mettait en ordre un peu les vêtements pour hommes, pour femmes, pour enfants. Et depuis, on faisait une distribution de tout ça dans les campements.
Salam alaikum, bonjour tout le monde. Je m'appelle Ibrahim, j'habite en Algérie, j'ai 28 ans. J'ai un niveau universitaire, deuxième année sciences exactes. J'ai passé 5 ans dans le militaire algérien, de la marine algérienne. Je partirai ici, premièrement par avion Algérie-Turc, après Turc. Lesbos, après Lesbos à Athènes. J'ai pas un problème comme les Syriens, la guerre et tout, non. Je veux vivre dans mon pays. Ben maintenant, non. T'as pas un piston, jamais tu vivras à l'aise. Ok, c'est ça l'Algérie. Mon rêve, c'est il y a un jour vivre totalement la liberté. Je veux partir à la France pour vivre avec mes familles. Voilà.
I am Alexandra Siafaka. I'm 29 years old and I am a journalist and a filmmaker. I started to take part in the movement and the politics, being a part of my life when I was 15, when I saw the movement of Seattle of 99 was the inspiration for me to take part and start to organize the fight in Greece. Until then, I still, try to do whatever I can, like many people in Greece. It's 1 year now that a left government has been elected, but nothing really has changed in our lives. So, in this crisis and after all these movements, we have to take place. And we do. And what happens with the refugees and the last months, Greece is the biggest passage for those people from Middle East. Borders are open for French and Germans and money, but they're not open for refugees of war.
I stayed in Mytilene for around 7 days, and then I moved to here, to Athens. Now my plan is to go to Germany. I think it's very difficult now to stay in Syria. There is no work, there is no electricity, water, no internet. It was a very nice country, modern, but now it's destroyed. They destroyed a lot of places, historical places. They want to erase the history of Syria. They want to kill the people who are educated.
I arrived to island, its name Chios. Chios. After that I go to Athena. After that to Sydney. I live with half a family. The other I couldn't because there is no enough money. The economy is very difficult. I run with my brother and my sister, but my father and my mom is over there.
In Syria. And are they safe today?
The life is very hard, but they continue the life. I ran away from Syria to Turkey. I have to climb the mountain. After that, go to Turkey. After that, take by ship to Greece. It is very dangerous because you are in sea and I can't swim. We ask my God to help us for my brother and sister. And about me, I don't care because I feel myself as a dead man. Because we see a lot of actions in Syria and very very bad.
Yes.
I ask my God to no one say what I say. And there is a group 3 men is killed because the military of Turkey is killing.
On the boat?
Yeah. Beside my eyes, they killed 3 men because we are run away without documents.
And how many people on the boat?
46.
J'ai resté 4 mois à Turquie. Il y a beaucoup de risques. Turquie vers Athènes, il y a beaucoup de risques. Tu vois, je suis parti à Turquie, à Lesvos, par Zodiac. Juste 9 mètres. Le Zodiac, juste 9 mètres. Je pense qu'il y a 50 personnes. Et il y a beaucoup de mauvais temps. J'ai passé 4 heures de la mer. Et après, partir à le camp, la police de Montréal ne me donne pas le quartier parce que je suis algérien. Ben, tu n'as pas un quartier, tu n'as pas un droit pour venir ici.
Pour traverser de la Turquie à la Grèce, combien tu as dû payer?
Que je suis chauffeur, pas payé, c'est gratuit. Voilà. Et tous les personnes c'est, je pense, $800, $900, $1000.
When did you arrive here? How long?
In Greece for a month, but here for 20 days. If our country safe, you can come anytime. You will see the hospitality. Please, if you don't want us, tell us. We don't afford to waiting for nothing.
There is 2 reasons that I cannot stay in Turkey, because it's expensive and no helping because of the low salaries there. This fair. Second, there is no rights for the refugees. Turkey only needs money. There's around 2.5 million Syrians in Turkey, but maybe it's like 5% only they are refugees in the camps. The government there is forcing people to go to the camps to just register the name and go and live on your pay, on your money, just to get money that I have refugees.
Quand les gens prenaient les ferries pendant la nuit, on allait là en petit groupe avec des choses pour le voyage, aussi des choses pour manger ou de l'eau et tout ça. Quand les frontières de la Macédonie sont fermées, à Chios, il commençait à avoir chaque fois plus de réfugiés. Il ne savait pas la situation politique, il ne comprenait pas que les frontières étaient fermées. Et quand ils arrivaient, ils pensaient toujours qu'ils en étaient déjà en Europe.
We start to help at Idomeni since last February, more than a year, before the NGO set up a camp. People stay in mud. We try to provide them tents, sleeping bags. We make calls to the people to bring food supplies, clothes supplies. And now we have a kitchen there, and we cook daily 3,000 portions.
And the food, where does it come from?
From people. This is the interesting fact that we don't buy our food. People is giving us the food and we cook the meals. We have 2 cooks who cook at the kitchen, and we have also volunteers to help to pack the portions, and also the refugees are helping. It's like we're getting a family there. Every day it's not like, okay, let's go to the refugees. It's like, let's go to Ahmed, let's go to Mohammed. It's like this.
Kitchen itself, the aid delivery mission, kind of spawned from. There was an action kitchen based in Paris for the climate summit, and out of that, a group that I was involved in with a few others came together to think, oh, we can, let's keep this momentum going. We've just been feeding thousands and thousands of people every day. There was a side project called Bellies Beyond Borders, which was basically a food truck from Amsterdam that was going to come here. So those 2 ideas kind of moulded together, came here to cook for people, because there's a knowledge and an infrastructure in place of how to cook for, tens of thousands of people a day. And we thought, well, let's apply that to people that really, really need it. And that's what's happened.
And it's grown a lot. I mean, we've made a lot of local connections here. And I mean, at first there were, 20 of us here?
Yeah.
With this kitchen, and it was mad. Like, it was absolutely, we were working 16 hours a day non-stop. Wouldn't have had time to stop and talk about something like this. But now, because there's so many more people coming in and supporting it, we can cook at this capacity in a much more relaxed manner.
So we have 70 people, and people can learn the task. It's a really nice structure, I think. I talked to NGOs on camp, and they're really grateful for what we do. But we are really accessible. I think we're really accessible. If you message the group, and it can work out, then just come along, and you are integrated into quite a welcoming, proactive environment.
There's kind of locations outside of the main camp of Idomeni that actually don't get support by NGOs and big official structures, and so we're really involved in supporting them. And so there's a lot of stuff that, because we've grown so much, we can support so many different areas. And it's really nice to see. They see us not as official NGOs who come in, give out their stuff and leave. We come in, we dance, we have a joke. We don't have time frames that we have to follow. We don't have specific numbers of portions we have to give. Because of this idea of solidarity that a lot of people here have. I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people really, really, truly believe in. It's showing the people there that we really, really are there with them. And I think this has kind of developed further into the whole concept of no border. We're telling the people who are stuck there, we are here supporting you, and we are here as Europeans who understand the system a bit more. And I don't understand the decisions, but through that idea of solidarity, we can really be behind people, I think. And I think that's incredibly important in this situation. The way that NGOs kind of structure, I always say it, and it's always this animalistic, we'll stick you in this area and we'll treat you like this and we won't torture you, and that's just so degrading. It takes away your dignity from people. And I think to have a structure or have people like us coming in and just being I'll play with your kid for an hour, or I'll sit and play guitar with you, or there's a lot more that you can bring through just listening to people.
Yeah, I mean, whereas on camp you have hundreds of journalists and media who have their cameras around their neck, and that keeps them at a distance from everything. Or you have the NGOs with a high visibility vest, and I'm not saying they don't do a great job, but it is separating.
The situation on camp is really, really awful, and really there's a lot of people who need support, but it's also become a very popular destination for people to come and see what's happening with the refugee crisis. And it's not the shittest it's been. It's not the worst situation we've been faced with here, but it's the one that's got the most attention. And now we're in this situation where people are stuck, and it's just interesting to see the kind of progression from when there wasn't even a camp. People were just transitioning through really, really, really fast, going straight through the border, straight into Macedonia, no problem. And now it's It's just gradually slowed down, more border closures, more unexplained periods of waiting, and now to this complete shutdown. So being here for so long has given me this very broad outlook on actually what's going on and what's happened.
It's really interesting to see with each border closure or with each political change or shift how that really affects what's happening on the ground. You know, the mentality of 10,000 people can just change like that through like a small political decision or a lack of, you know, their hope gets changed. It's much easier to manage a mass of hungry, half fucking cold, wet, living in the mud, a mass of that nature where people are just looking to survive than it is a mass of people with drive and hope. You know, take people's hopes and it's relatively easy to control.
The recent decision of the European Union to close the borders that happened 2 days ago was decided in agreement with Turkey, has got in their center the profit and the money. Right now they are prisoned in the borders, and they have been told that they will stay here. They cannot pass, they cannot move, and that they will maybe have to go back to their countries or in Turkey.
Depuis le 20 mars, tout a changé. En 48 heures, on vidait les îles. Et ce jour, les gens qui arrivaient étaient déjà illégaux. Quand on était là, la police parlait avec nous comme ils sont déjà illégaux, vous pouvez rien faire, restez loin, des choses comme ça. Non? Tous les gens qui arrivaient depuis le 20 mars sont envoyés dans le camp de Vial, qui est comme à 7 km. On peut arriver juste en voiture et c'est difficile parce que c'est une route perdue dans les montagnes. Et c'était compliqué et la situation, tous les gens étaient là en criant, demandaient pourquoi nous sommes ici, qu'est-ce qu'il passe. Ils ne connaissaient rien de la situation politique ni légale en Europe. Et aussi, si tu t'approchais avec un appareil photo, tu devrais les cacher et tout ça pour ne pas montrer la réalité. Non? Et maintenant, la situation, c'est qu'il y a plus de 1200 personnes en prison dans les camps de détention à Vial.
I think to me it's just a kind of manifestation of the power that Europe has and is clinging on to. Like, yes, people are trying to enter and we can just say no. And yeah, people are angry about this decision. People are saying this is a really awful decision. But I mean, I think a lot of the people here, and me very personally, I feel very powerless against this. Like, I really, really hate this decision. I think on so many humanitarian levels, it's wrong. On so many levels of like equality and the way that people are chosen, whether they can go or they can stay. If you're a doctor that speaks English, yeah, you can probably go. If you're someone from a rural background, no, you probably don't have a chance at anything. And this inequality that Europe has created, it goes against all kind of basic ideas of dignity. And it's us that's doing this, and it's us that seems to have said, yeah, that's okay. I don't feel like I can push it any further because you're fighting this incredible power.
This is just going to happen. There's not going to be a revolution, or there's not going to be a change. It's going to be a pragmatic, bureaucratic takeover of this situation that is just going to take away people's human rights, and it's just going to place them in a process which might not actually lead somewhere, but because it's kind of wrapped up in this political, bureaucratic wrapping, and it's also saving people now from a humanitarian crisis, it's just going to go through. I mean, it's incredible that such intolerance and such institutionalized racism can be put through, but we are seeing it. It's happening right now.
You have all the power, you have the military, you have the economic, but all of this is politic. Politics is a bad game. We didn't choose to be in politics. Remember, every hand you put it in our countries, see what happens. You can see the consequences, see the results. You came to Iraq and you invaded us, and you are now saying that we are terrorists. Come back before you put any bullets in our country. How we were feeling, how we were living. Remember, please remember this, that you are always doing the bad things and you just say that they are the terrorists. Remember how we were treated by these gangster guys. We ran away about them, and we are here saying this is Europe. This is Europe. Thank you for everything. Thank you. I've heard that you catch the responsible of Paris terrorist attack. Please judge him. Judge just him, not judge all the Muslims.
ISIS is a terrorist and is not Muslim, just under name of Islam. But the small kids in the future, they will grow up, they will say Islam is a terrorist. If they are European Union, they are afraid to bring the refugees to Europe because of the terrorists. The terrorists are everywhere. They are also in Europe. We are escaping from them. We need to go to safe place.
We are human being. We have a rights. We are in war. The countries in Europe is unsafe. If you come to our country and say what happened, life is very difficult over there.
We are waiting for more than 3 hours just to eat one sandwich. And I didn't take a shower, by the way, for a week. I'm still waiting for nothing. I'm dying now. I'm dying slowly. You can see 15,000 with just 2 boxes of toilets. It's 12. It's just 12 toilets. And you see, everything is against us. Whether the people, we're afraid of what will happen in this next second. This is Europe again.
Here it's very difficult. I'm in the tent, in the street, at the port. It's illegal camp. It's not official camp, and we are here just waiting for borders to open. There's a lot of people are helping us, enough food, but the problem here there is no showers. You cannot take a shower here.
People arrived and they're in the mud and the shit, but they're consumed with moving forward on their journey. Like, this is why people have risked their lives in boats and with smugglers and any number of dangers to get here. But as it's gone on and it's become more and more humanitarian crisis, I think people now are, probably more happy just to be alive.
Northern Greece. Until now, Greek people thought it was very conservative. They thought that they had a radical right, let's say, ideology. But these things that happen in Idomeni have showed that people of northern Greece have actually opened their houses to the refugees, and they do everything they can for these people to feel better and not to die. This is our goal in our movement, not only to open the borders, but also we will open all these the necessary buildings and public services that will cover the needs of the people. Every summer we have like 10 million of tourists in Greece, but immigrants don't fit. There is enough space and there is enough territory for these people to have a normal life. So fighting against racism and fighting for the borders and for the immigrants also means that we have to fight against the Nazi party and also against Islamophobia. For me, it's a very, very serious subject that, especially in Europe, is the main purpose of racist laws. These people are not terrorists, they're victims of war. The only way to win and to get the asylum and to get the right for them and their children is to connect with a struggle that already is in Greece all these years.
Ils ont fermé les frontières, ils ont allumé la guerre d'Arthur et ils ont dispersé la mort.
Après, je veux aussi pour traverser Macédoine et Serbie par le montagne. Voilà. Il y a beaucoup de risques. Macédoine, maintenant, fermée. Je pense je vais essayer par Albanie. Oui, Albanie, il y a beaucoup de risques. Albanie, c'est très dangereux parce qu'il y a les mafieux. Ouais. Voilà. C'est ça la vie.
If they open the border, I have to go to Germany. After that, I go to Sweden because my brother over there. I have to be with them to help my family in Syria because they are not have anything. We want to help them to be alive. Nothing else.
We'll help the country that help us, like any country will receive me, will help me to stand on my legs. I will never let her down. I will always be one part of this country because it will be my country, because it helps me. That's all what I need, and I hope I can take a shower today. Yeah. Well, since 20 days ago I didn't take a shower. Yeah, that's all.
I mean, for me, especially in the last couple of days, I think it's the frustration that, yes, I want to be here and I want to be doing this and I want to be making people's lives more bearable and better, but actually the hardest thing is the fact that now I'm almost telling Europe it's okay, the decision they've made, because I'm making it possible for people to stay in Idemeni. Obviously I'm expressing my own opinions and at the same time, but through my actions I'm making it possible for people to be stuck. I think it's very important that, I don't know, something more can be done, that this isn't just accepted.
Of course, we hope that the borders will be open, but I don't think that this is going to happen. So we try to make solutions here. And the sad thing is that if they stay here, I think people will take advantage of them, and most of them will work illegally and in not good situation. It's very bad to not be home. My grandparents were refugees. My grandma still misses her wants actually to see what was her family house and where they used to live, and I know this is a very difficult situation, very bad.
Je pense faire beaucoup de bruit, beaucoup de désobéir au État. Tenter de changer l'accord, de tomber l'accord, c'est pas possible, c'est complètement raciste, xénophobe, Et non, je pense que c'est important continuer que plus de gens arrivent ici, plus de volontaires, continuer en collaborant, en travaillant, en montrer aussi qu'est-ce qui se passe, parce que si on n'arrive pas ici, on ne sait pas qu'est-ce qui se passe ici, c'est caché.
We don't want to take them by the hand. I don't believe that they're stupid. I want these people to come and demonstrate. This is the real power. To show to the cities, to the neighborhoods, to the working places that we are here, that we are in the streets, that we can close the streets, we can demonstrate, we can take over the buildings, and this is the real power. And we don't want these people to just to find a house and stay there. We want them to be in the streets with us. We want them to get all the good vibrations of our fight and our movement, and be part of this movement, and to be part of the feast that we have created against these choices of this system that destroy our lives and lead it to barbary. They have lived barbary, and we live it, and they are the most important circle in this chain. The goal that is to be that these people in the center of the movement and express everything they want. So there's no other way. Otherwise, they will be, in the corner, like not connected with us. And it's too bad, because it's power for the movement to have more ideas in it. Not only workers to fight for their salaries, but also, to have a fight against fascism, against racism, against capitalism. That's the point of the movement, and that makes it stronger and more, dangerous.
We are need a new life. We not want to be bad persons in Europe. No, we want to new life, because we see a lot of blood. We don't want to make anything mistake in Europe. We want to be a new life, nothing else. We want to forget the war from my head. I want to forget everything. I want to be a new person, nothing else. This is my message.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you so much.
On est tous un petit peu étrangers sur terre, où tous amis, tous frères, c'est la version que je préfère. À nous d'agir pour que leurs idées étranges puissent se taire. Évitons les erreurs d'hier et du métissage, soyons fiers. On est tous un petit peu étrangers sur terre, où tous amis, tous frères, c'est la version que je préfère. À nous d'agir pour que leurs idées étranges puissent se taire. Évitons les erreurs d'hier et du métissage, soyons fiers.
Merci à toutes les personnes croisées dans ce projet. Amis réfugiés, merci pour votre accueil. Ahmed, Mohanad, Fadi, Ibrahim, Dimitra, Cheto, Will, Zoé et Alexandra, merci pour vos témoignages. Anna, merci pour les images de la cuisine. Flore, merci pour ton œil de journaliste. Zélia, merci pour tous ces coups de pédale. L'étranger est une chance. Il est temps que nos regards changent.